A Taste of America, the 48-State Ride, by James Parker. A Savage Rider. Day 1, 18 June 2016. The beginning of our quest is a rally point at a small rural gas station in Choteau, Oklahoma. Giggles can be heard from all the riders as the pump fills the tank. No one questions the joy or calls anyone out on their bubbling enthusiasm. Perhaps it is not heard because of everyone's own elation at the thought of the expected joy from a long expedition. Greetings are exchanged and the nervous, knowing question is raised. Are you ready for this? Of course we are. We are nervous but confident in our abilities. Like mounting a horse, swinging your leg over the beast of burden is the beginning. Although a simple step, the trip cannot start without it. Often marginalized, the first step is the most important step of all. With a rumble from the engine, the slow progression towards the road begins. I can feel the excitement like a new foal kicking inside of me. It would not do to throttle out now. The highway calls to me, "You know not what lies in store." For I am the trail that never ends. I whisper back, I am game. Naive to the requirements that will soon tug at my resolve. With the signal, I throttle up for a rapid acceleration. The colt inside of me forgets this trip is a marathon, not a sprint. The goal of the day is to make 5 states. No simple task by any means. The northerly direction we are heading goes by quickly because of the newness of the trip. Before long, we are caught in a rain shower. Being the sometimes superstitious person I am, I cannot help but wonder, does this bode well for us? The shower is short-lived and we leave our home state of Oklahoma to pick up Missouri. It is followed by a quick left turn in an awkward roundabout to catch Kansas. The sign for Kansas is not visible, possibly stolen, but our bike's GPS clearly shows that we are in the state. The parking lot we are in is one of a casino. Some states will be a quick in and out procedure, like the state we just entered. Very similar to many a family gathering I would have preferred to not be a part of. 3 down and the next one is not such an easy get. Back down into Oklahoma and clear across the state and then north again. The miles tick by as we ride into Tulsa. Living on Tulsa time plays on the radio. Not really, but this is my story. The tank is low, but our enthusiasm is not wavering. It is decided that the bike's range is 230 miles, but the seat of our pants range is closer to 100. A quick fill of the tank and we are rolling again. The city gives way to prairie, miles and miles of it. The cool of the morning begins to fade, replaced with the more suitable warm heat of that desert-like landscape. Red dirt and scrub brush slowly begin to dot the sides of the road. Large mountain-like variants to the flat nothingness peek out from the horizon. Hot, straight road stretches out before us. How straight exactly? The 2 longest, straightest stretches of road in these United States of America is all. They lay out before us in a warm bath of heat and engine hum. It is enough to soothe you to sleep. I imagine if you were to let go of the bars, put your heels on the road pegs, you would have a long, easy nap before the road curves. The sameness of the view in any direction can make for an endless snooze, a final snooze if it were not for the ache in my buttocks, the constant companion of the hardcore distance rider. We are not the first to know the saddle sore existence, but in the moment you feel you're the only one enduring it. The rider behind you is out of your view, suffering. The one in front of you looks solid as a statue. Neither can be in the hurt locker I am trapped in. The constant shifting only promises temporary relief, though, and is constantly disappointing. Steadily searching for relief until that moment you can stop, stand, or refuel. With nothing but pain to experience, you look for the distraction of scenery. It appears in the form of an anomaly on the horizon, a red and menacing wall that is rising like a Martian mountain range. My thoughts race. How in the world does that make sense? Will we be able to pass through? I certainly don't want to have to turn around now and possibly be stranded in this harsh, hot, life-sucking place. Of course, the road knows the pass, and the perplexing hills in the middle of nowhere roll by. The only question left unanswered is, how did this thin excuse of a mountain spring up with no other evidence of elevation for miles and miles around? The giant boulders stacked like a monstrous molehill. Of course, that mole did not make it far tunneling in this barren, water-starved place, leaving only these rocks as witness to that creature's daring effort. On the other side of this fake range, more of the same. The only distraction is the turn north to catch Colorado. No Rocky Mountain High for us this trip. Time will not allow it. Just another in-and-out proposition. Thankfully, there is a sign to indicate our arrival this time. It consisted of large, round timbers with "Welcome to Colorful Colorado" written on it, standing tall to greet us. It is the only thing for miles in this flat, hot, dry borderland. Once we have turned around, a second sign indicates we are riding through the Comanche National Grassland. No time to enjoy. We still have 2 more states before the day's end. My enthusiasm must be getting the best of me, because as Boise City comes into view, lights from a patrol car flash ahead. I back off the throttle a little. Obviously, it was not enough, because the lights hit again, and the officer's arm goes out the window, and he points down quickly and continuously. Slow down is the intended message, and the message is received. I slow down to just below the speed limit. We pass a large metal dinosaur, refuel, and press on. The state of New Mexico's sign is a small one. The landscape of the 3 states in this area are so identical that you need a map to see that you're transitioning from one to another. Of all the in and out state experiences, the most interesting one is approaching. The GPS says to make a left turn. The small paved road runs down the state line. It is aptly named, you guessed it, State Line Road. It just so happens that this particular junction of states, there is a farm. The house resides on the New Mexico side, and the barn is on the Texas side. A short distance down State Line Road, then it's time for a little off-roading. The Texas barn has a dirt drive we must utilize to get the state. Large plumes of dirt rise up at my passing. It becomes so thick, my riding partner waits a minute before attempting the same feat. It is a private property, so I am sure the owners don't appreciate this shortcut we are using as much as I do, but it works. With Texas locked down, we hook a left and ride the few miles remaining to take our long-needed first day's rest. Clayton, New Mexico could not have come sooner. A nice steak dinner, a little hot tub relaxation, and a good night's rest is all I need from this day. Until next time, my name is James Parker, and I am a Savage Rider. Savage Rider, out! Thank you for watching this video. If you liked what you saw, consider giving it a like and sharing it with your friends. If you would like to be notified of future releases, consider subscribing to my channel. If you think it was cringe and absolutely ridiculous, go ahead and tell me in the comments below. Then share it with your friends. They may need a dose of cringe silliness today. Either way, thank you and God bless.